Right, hello, how is everyone? Right, well, went out metal detecting today at my permission. His farm is actually a little bit bigger than I expected it to be, actually. The bit I'm doing is the top part. The middle part, I thought was only going to be like the same size as the part I was doing, but it actually goes back further. So that's good news for me. A bit more field to detect. Didn't really find much today, actually. I got there about 10:30. He wasn't there at the time, so I just went for a walk around his border of the actual the farm, because where his farm is, you got like some wooden area. So I just went around the wooden area. I tried to find out if there's a footpath down to the other farms, actually, but I couldn't find a footpaths. So I kind of went the opposite way across the football pitches, hoping I could find a footpath along there. And it's a bloody big football pitch. You know, you've got like about 3 rugby pitches there. So I walked along like 2 of them, because on the other side, as you're going that way, on your right, there's like farms down there. And I could hear dogs barking. And I was trying to keep an eye out to see if there's anyone, on the fields. So I call them over and see if I could get permission, but there wasn't no one around, just the dogs barking. So I decided to head back to Ron's farm. And as I got there, it just pulled up. So I said hello to him. I said, okay, if I detect today? He goes, yeah, no problem. So he let me in. He goes, do you mind jumping on the fence? I said, yeah, that's all right. I jump on the fence, kind of thing, because so he's in walking all the way out and getting the keys and opening the gate and then locking the gate and putting the keys back in and then getting the keys out later when I finished. So I said, so I just jumped over the gate. It's only like one of those wooden farm gate things, So I've done that. Hardly anything today detecting. It was so muddy. The mud was sticking on my spade. All I kept pulling out was nails and nails and nails and nails, and cut big chunks of iron, which I had to dispose of in the bushes, because I wasn't going to carry them around with me. I did tell him I put him in the bushes out of the way, and he said, oh, "That's all right, at least you got them out of the ground, Because at least you're up with the farm, the turf." I said, "Yeah, true, in one way." I showed him what I found, but he was even surprised. Fucking hell, Steve, what's going on today, mate? I said, I don't know, Ron. I just do not know. It's damn well, it was getting chilly. You could see the cold air coming out your mouth when I was there detecting. The horses kept coming up to me several times, and that was a bit annoying. And I did tell him, actually, he goes, well, next time you come up, I'll bring them in this way so they won't bother you. I said, no, that's all right, but he goes, no, he goes, you can't detect it. The horses keep coming up to you. I said, yeah, true. He did try to eat my hat, one of them, because on the video, just I started, right, the first 2 digs, I think it was, yeah, one of the little ponies come up, yeah, little white one, and I kind of was digging down, and he's kind of watching me. The bloody horse was watching me digging, and as I bent down, I think he tried to snatch my hat off my head. I went, "Oi, get out of here, bloody horse!" I tried to shoo him away, but he just stood there, and it looked like he was laughing at me with his teeth. Was going, chattering. I thought, yeah, you can fucking laugh at your sod, but yeah, he was getting a bit of pain. I had to move away. I had to fill the hole in quickly, because I nearly put his hoof in it, and I didn't want him damaging himself. So I quickly put the dirt in. I thought I'll go back to that hole later on, which I did do. And I had to walk into the wooded area. He was fucking following me all the way down to the woods. I thought, no, you're not going to follow me. Stop following me. Why are you following me? And he just kept looking at me, and he's mouth was kind of chatting as if he's laughing at me. I thought, you little sod. He did eventually leave me alone, and I did get like about an hour in without him coming over and bothering me. But he still came over about an hour later, and like, you know, I was getting a bit fed up, you know, and it was getting a bit cold, and all what I was finding was bloody nails. But I did find a 1910 Edward coin, which wasn't in bad condition, being that one there. So Edward, and it's a 1910. But I don't think you can see that actually, but trust me, it's a 1910. I've got it on my face. I've just done pictures and put it on my Facebook. It's hard to get it on the camera. I don't want to drop it in my coffee because my coffee is directly right underneath. But yeah, it's a 1910. It's the only coin I found today. So I just wanted to also tell you about the way I clean my coins. Usually, like, if they don't come out in fair condition like that one, all I've done is like put a bit of water on it and give it a little brush with a wire brush kind of thing, yeah, like an iron scouring pad kind of thing. And I've been able to like get some of the text up a bit more, because around where his name is kind of like worn out. Because like, you know, when you're always handing money out, it's always, I don't know why, I could be wrong, but when people hand money over, why do they mainly hand it over in their left hand and not in their right hand? Because like, you know, with this coin, you can tell it's more worn on the left side, meaning that someone's been like handing over the money that way. But I managed to get the DAR bit up, so I know it's definitely an Edward 1910. That's going in my little book, my little coin book. I actually gave Ron some coins today as well, as like a little thank you, and some musket balls. I gave him the one and only musket ball I found on his property the other day, which was on Wednesday, and you know, he was happy with that. And when I saw him today, I said, "Yeah, Ron, there's a couple of coins here, you know." And he go, "Oh, you don't have to do that." I said, "No, you know, just like a little token, really. You know, and they ain't worth nothing, but you know, it's just like, you know, just to say thank you, you know." And I said to him, "These ain't from your site, you know, your farm. Just say, you know, these are my own little collection. I just want you to have them." So he was happy with that, you know, kind of thing. Good news is that, you know, I mentioned about, you know, coming up again later in the week, depending on the weather. And he said, "Yeah, that's all right, no worries." And I said, "Do you know what time you'll be in, or, you know, shall I just wait around?" He goes, "Well, if I'm not here, just jump over the fence." I said, "You sure?" He goes, "Yeah, just jump over the fence." He goes, "If anyone starts, just tell them that you've got permission." Now, all his fence is mainly wired up with electricity. Yeah. But there is a little bit there which hasn't got electricity. So he's told me to jump over that bit. So I said, "Okay, then I'll just, you know, only use that bit to get into the fields. So if you try, you know, getting on the other fields, you will get like a little bolt up your arms." Because like, the only reason why it's done that, because the horses kept escaping at one time, yeah, and now it's deterred the horses not to keep, you know, like running through the fences and like, you know, jumping over them and all that kind of stuff. But he said that there's still one bloody horse there that doesn't give a crap about that electric fence. He'll just like go straight across it and that's it, you know, kind of thing. And he's actually like get that horse in a few times. I said, "Well, maybe he loves electricity." He goes, "Oh, yeah, maybe, you know, bloody thing." He goes, "Bloody pain in the ass." And I think that's like the one of the mares actually. But yeah, quite fun today. Yeah, as I say, I only found one coin. Well, I found the Edward coin, but I'd found some modern day coins. I think I found about 24p in, you know, modern day coins, spendable, which I'll probably stick in a little bit of a lemon later on if I decide to go out and go back out into the kitchen and like empty my bag out again. But But that's all I found, really. You know, some modern, I can't speak today. Modern day coins and a King Edward. When I was down on Wednesday, I found like 5 old coins, but they didn't come out all that good. Now, usually when I get the coins, they come like that. You know, sometimes you get a good side, one side, yeah. Oh, bloody camera. My lighting in here isn't all that good, but you can see the head on that one, yeah. Barely, just. Now, let's try to still this fucking thing. Let's get my spotlight. Alright, where's the on the switch? Oh no, it don't work. Right now. Bowl's probably blown. Hold on a minute, I'll get a little torch on my pocket. I've got torch in my little pocket somewhere, I think. Well, I did have, but I think I've gone and lost it. Yeah, I've gone and lost it. Oh crap, why am I losing things all the time? Yeah, I lost my little torch. So I can't show it properly. So there's one over here. There we go. My little alarm. Right, so you might see it now. Oh, crap. Right, so that's what I normally come out like that here on one side, as some of you may know. Right. I don't want to get it too right. I've got to move my coffee out of the way, otherwise I'm going to knock the damn thing over. I need to get a more better light in here, but the thing is, my light's a light-saving light, you know, one of those energy bulbs, and it doesn't really come up that bright. Right, can you see it now? Let's have a look now. Right, so they normally come out, you know, good one side, but on the other side they come out really crappy, you know, with the rust on, you know, like the horrible green kind of like crud. Well, what I've been using is I've been using a lemon, and hopefully I won't have to use a torch again, but that's what I come out after. Like, you know, you can actually see the head on that one. Like, anyway. Yeah, that's a bit better. And on the other side, it has cleaned up the other side as well, but not that brilliantly. I need a. There we go. It's just trying to get it like at an angle where it doesn't. Like, sorry, it's blinding you. But you can actually see, you know, Victoria on the Rain at the back. So really, you know, lemon does actually work. You know, I've been using lemon quite a lot now, actually. I'm actually going to go and buy some more tomorrow. Well, I've still got 3.5 squeeze bottles full. I'll still go and get some more tomorrow when I'm out. But if you want to get your coin back to like a coppery one, try lemon juice. Because I think the acid in there actually helps the coin to remove that green tarnish. Now, I know some people like the green tarnish. I do sometimes. You know, I'll leave the green tarnish on if I can see both sides properly. But if it's like, you know, that cruddy stuff at the back, then I tend to put the coin in lemon, and then I put it one side for 12 hours, then I turn it over the other side for 12 hours. Then usually it comes out, you know, like coppery, like it's supposed to be. I don't think it does too much damage to the coin. Some people don't like doing anything to the coins, but, you know, if I can get it to see that, I can see, like, you know, the king on one side and her sitting on the phone on the other side, then that's the way I want to try to get them. So, you know, try lemon juice, guys. The other day I did find this a lead sill. Now I knew it was a, you know, like a lead sill, because I've only had like 1 or 2 of these in my past, you know, like since I've been milk detecting. What I've done with them, I don't know, but that's definitely a lead sill. I put it on Facebook. I've asked people what it is, and they've all just turned around and said it's a lead sill for like flour. Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to find out the information because it's got like lettering on there. Yeah, I want to find out who produced it and how long it's like was in, how long it was manufactured for, you know, kind of thing. How long did it actually make that lead sill for? But no one's got back to me on that one. They're just saying, oh, it's a lead sill, Steve, you know. Even the, oh God, what's his name? Simon, the, no, the cat's going to start running around. What's that bloody word I keep forgetting? The liaison officer, or whatever you call it, yeah. I sent that to him as well, and I said, you know, can you give me any information on this? I said, like, in the email, at lead sill, maybe for flour, wheat, corn, and all he done sent me a message back saying, it's a lead sill. He actually wrote the name of it down, because I can read the name, but not all of it. So he actually wrote the full name down and said it was mainly for flour, but he didn't say how old it is, when I actually started them, when I actually finished using them, and that kind of thing. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's like, you know, how old that could be, you know. I don't know when lead sills started being used on flour bags. Someone said like between 17th and 18th century. Some said like 18 to the early 19th century. And that's on their own videos, you know, kind of thing. So I'm trying to find out when the lead sills actually started being manufactured or handmade or whatever to put on flour bags. Now, was it the 16th century? Was it 17th century? Was it 18th century? Was it 19th century? How long were they actually being used for? Because that's a kind of like little bit of history I like to find out. Hello, Dragon Era Coins. Hello, Ian. Hello, Alan. Are you feeling better? So yeah, like I spoke to the owner today, and I said, like, you know, I appreciate, you know, if I can jump over the fence, save waiting around, because like when I get there, I don't know what time it's going to turn up. You see, you know, like I got there about 10:30, and he got there about 11. Now sometimes he said, like, you know, he can be there for 10 o'clock, sometimes 11 o'clock, sometimes 2 o'clock. So I don't want to be going up there and, like, you know, being there for about 11:30, and he doesn't turn up till 2 o'clock, because that means I've wasted like 3.5 hours wait for him. You know, by walking around doing nothing. Yeah, I could do the woods, but I have done some of the woods, and there just ain't nothing in there, which is like surprising, really, because I think that wood is like, you know, at least 200, 300 years old, and I'm not finding nothing. All I'm finding there is like modern day stuff, you know. I found that car sign, which I've not cleaned up yet. That I can't remember what it's called now. What was it called? But it's not. It's like a little plate. Let me go and get it. Amy something. I'm going to put you out in the hallway. You keep running around. Yeah, it's an Amy Super. Yeah, the back is still really dirty. You know, I've not even cleaned this up yet, but I've looked on this on the internet here, and it's from I think an old Citroen. I think. Let me check on it. Amy's. Badge. Yeah. Yeah, it's like a Amy Citroen. Let me see if I can find a picture of the car. I can find that Amy Citroen Amy 8. Let me see if I can find a car. Right, so these are the Amy Citroens. With these, that's the Super. That's the actual where the car. It actually comes off the back of the car, I believe. Yeah, right there. So I was actually looking on eBay. Let me just go on to back up a minute. Let me go to eBay. Paste. I saw these going for like £24. You know, and that is the same as the one I've got. Just that mine's a little bit bent up. A little bit of the silver might be missing off it, but that might even just be the dirt on it, you know, kind of thing. Look, 24 quid. That's the only one I can find on the internet. You know, you've got the Amy 8, but no other Amy Super. So I'm going to clean it up, and I might stick it on eBay because I don't really want it, to be honest with you. It's no good to me. But I might clean it up and try to strain it up a little bit and see if I can get 15 quid for it. I don't really like selling the things that I find, but I want to try to save up and get some more milk detecting gear for next year. I'm looking at trying to get a Minelab. Actually, they're pretty good machines. If not, like a Garrett, like Alan's got the Garrett 400i. They're pretty good, but I think the 600 is waterproof in it. The Garrett 600, but it's more money, like that fucking 500 quid or something, you know. So I'm not going to spend that too much money on like buying equipment. I was looking at the cheaper models of the Minelabs, the Minelab 22 and then Minelab 44. I think the 44 is about 160 quid, and it's got LCD. There's like the indicator for, like, the depth, which is on top of where the LCD digital display is. So I was thinking of getting one of those maybe. And the good thing about them is that they actually collapse. You just like pull one or two little bits of plastic up, and you push it down, push it back in, and it's like, you can put it in your bag. With the metal detectors that I've got, and like Alan's got, and quite a few other people have got, you got those like I think they're iron, aren't they? Iron rods, and you've got to like push them in and push them into that clicks into the actual holes. You know, I can't deal with them. I don't know why. You know, it's just like so much aggravation taking it apart and putting it apart. You know, I know you can actually like slide it down, but even when you slide it down, it's still, you know, got fair amount sticking out backpack kind of thing, you know. You know, I could always get a big backpack, but I like to try different machines. And I did say to Ron today, I said, look, if I was able to, like, you know, finish off this field, you know, and leave it a couple of months after I've done, you know, all your property, would it be okay if I come back and try a different detector? And I'm going to fucking sorry. Getting my nerves. So I said, is there any chance, like, you know, I'll come back with another metal detector? Because, like, you know, different detectors can, you know, pick up different things under the different frequencies. She said, yeah, no problem. So, like, you know, although I was still doing one field out of like 3 at the moment, because like each property's got like 3 parts, I'm still on the first one, and I've been there like 3 times now, and I still ain't finished the first one yet. When I go next week, I won't finish the first one. I'll move on to the second one, because I will go back to the first one and finish that one off when one's there, because I'll ask him if he can like put the horses around the other side while I'll just finish that bit off. And he, you know, he said, like, you know, just asking, I'll do it for you. And like, you know, Ron's a pretty good guy actually. You know, he's really, you know, he's really talking about his horses today. One of them's like about, God knows how old, you know, I forgot how old he is actually, but it's like about 18, 20 years old or whatever, 30 years old. Well, bloody hell, man, you know. And he's got like, I think it's like 4 horses and 4 ponies or something. But 2 of the ponies, like, well, one of them, the smallest one, oh, God, what a pain in the arse he was today, man. He kept coming up to me all the time. I had to, like, keep turning my camera off, keep, like, filling the hole back up, even though I never found out what was in the hole, because I didn't want the horse, like, you know, walk over the hole itself and, like, you know, get trapped and, like, you know, go and break his leg or something, you know, kind of thing. So, like, you know, when I bent down to cover the hole up, he tried to bloody take my hat off my bloody head, little sod. So I said, no, you leave my hat alone. And I kind of like shushed them away, you know, for about 2 foot. And I just quickly grabbed the dirt and filled the hole back in, and I left it. Then, like, I started walking over where the trees are, and a little sod kept following me, you know, kind of thing. I thought, oh my God, you know, is he ever going to leave me alone? And like, I had to wait in the woods for about 10 minutes, hoping he'd move away, and eventually he did start moving away. As soon as I started coming out, he turned around and saw me and started heading towards me again. Oh, no, fuck you. I'll go and do the little pathway bit behind the trees, you know. And that's where I found that Edward coin, actually, yeah. So the main part I've been doing, the first time, the second time, I was finding like some good stuff there, you know. But the third time, practically nothing. You know, 1 Edward coin, a 20p piece, 4 1p coins, all modern, load of nails, a pull tap thingy, and 2 big chunks of metal, which I had to like discard in the bushes. And that's all I found. You know, it's like a really bad day. You know, it did rain a touch. You know, you can just like a little drizzle, which I wasn't really worried about, but the mud was so thick, you know. It's just like last time I was there, you know, a couple of days ago, Wednesday, you know, I was wearing boots, and where the mud is so thick, it felt like you was wearing concrete boots, you know, because like, you know, it's weighing you down, and you have to keep like bending down and try and like dig after bloody mud off your boots. And that kept taking time doing all the time. I must have done about 15, 20 times, you know, kind of thing. So, you know, it ain't going to stop me from going there again next week. I don't know if Alan's going to be available next week, but I was planning to go there Tuesday, but I remembered I've got an appointment with the Sentence of Vice on Tuesday or three, which is a bit of a bummer because Tuesday it's supposed to be really sunny. But no, I've got an appointment with Sentence of Vice to help me fill a form out on something. Yeah, 12th November, Tuesday. And that's like 10 a.m. No, I could probably go straight after because I don't think it would take that long, probably about half hour. But the thing is, I'd have to get a bus from Mitcham back to my place, then get a bus from there. I won't be there till about 1 o'clock if I go, so I'll have to leave it next Tuesday. I did say to him I'll come Tuesday, but looks like I ain't going to be able to do Tuesday, which is a bummer. Yeah, I've got a Sentence of Vice appointment Tuesday. It's not like, major, but I've got to get this forms filled in and sent off before the end of the month, or otherwise I might not be able to get what I need to get, kind of thing. I'm not going to go into it, because I don't want people knowing my business, but these forms have got to be filled in, and the department that's meant to be getting them, fuck it, it's to do with, medical things, yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's to do with medical. They need that sent to them, to the medical department, so they can arrange another medical examination for me. And like the form I've got is like 20 pages or so. 24 pages. Now I filled one of these out before, which was last December, I think it was. But because my medical situation is kind of increased a bit, yeah, and they know it's been increased, I've got to fill another one. Now, I just don't know why they can't just update their fucking database, for the update medical situation. But no, you got to fucking go through a 24 fucking page medical thing to get filled out. And I can't really fill them out because I still have a little bit of problem with my right hand where I broke it earlier in the year. I can write on it, but I can't really grip the pencil properly. Even when I'm milk detecting, I do all on, a few occasions get a cramp in my hand, and it feels like, my hand is like, kind of like stuck there for a few seconds, kind of thing. It's like, when you get that cramp in your feet or your legs, and you have to get up and like, hop about kind of thing. It's that kind of pain, and like, in my hand, I'm kind of having to shake my hand, trying to get the pain out of my bloody hand, kind of thing, because I broke these two fingers. I actually seriously fractured them. The bone is supposed to be like that because I was going through so much stress and anxiety and depression because of things that is happening to me on the internet. I went and punched the door, went to the hospital. They done an x-ray and they said, these two fingers here, two small ones, well, I punched the door so hard it broke and the bone went up like that. So I was in like cast for a couple of days, and they put a hand brace on, and I had to wait for that bone to go all the way back and slide back in like so. And that took like over 6 months for it to go back into place. And the thing is, I ain't got the two knuckles there no more. Because punched the door so bad, the doctor said, like, once that's repaired, you won't have your knuckles there. So, I'm thinking, shit, crap. I've got a little bit of a knuckle, but not as much as I've got on this hand, kind of thing. But, yeah. Oh, fuck. See, like now, just this one here started giving me a little bit of pain there. Now, I can hold my cup, but I can only hold it with like my 3 fingers, but I can't hold it properly with that one. Normally people do actually hold them with 3 fingers, don't they? But if you've got a bigger like handle, I use like these 3 fingers, not the 2. Sometimes when I'm holding it, my hand will cramp up and my cup will start suddenly going like that and spilling everywhere. So then once that's happening, I've got to grab it with my other hand, not with both hands to drink, or just change over with one hand. So, but when I'm metal to it, and I say, I do sometimes suddenly get like that pain, that urge, shooting pain in my fingers, which is bloody annoying, kind of thing. Even when I'm digging, putting the pressure, onto the spade with your hand. I know the pressure's going down with the actual feet, but when you're actually lifting the spade up with all the dirt, it does put pressure on these 2 fingers. I don't think it's actually repaired the fingers properly, to be honest with you. I think they kind of like stood a little bit out of shape. I can close that hand like that, but that hand, I can't even close them properly with these 2 fingers. I'm not actually getting them down where it's supposed to be. Not like that. You can't even see, can you? I can close that hand properly like that, but this hand, like sometimes I can close it with a lot of pressure, but it's not closing properly, kind of thing. Not like that. I can't even get them 2 fingers down like that. When I am pushing it down, those fingers are going over that one when it shouldn't be. They should be side by side, but that second small finger is actually going over, and I can't straighten it out properly until I actually like put the pressure to put my hand back to know where it is. All because of stress and anxiety and cyberbullying. What you do, guys, you get cyber attacks like I do. Don't go punching a fucking door. It ain't good. It really fucking hurt that day. I was in so much bloody pain. But anyway, yeah, so I don't know. Where's my phone gone? Let's give Alan a quick text. See what he's doing next week, apart from Tuesday. Let's have a look at the weather first. Weather. So I don't want to go out in the weather. Today it felt like I was going to get a cold because my nose started getting really cold and snivelly kind of thing, Tuesday I can't do. Wednesday is going to be like light rain showers, gentle breeze. Thursday, I think the only day which is going to be dry is Friday. But it depends on where we're going to go. Yeah, I can't do Tuesday. Yeah, you can do Friday. Yeah, we'll see how it goes on the weather conditions Friday, yeah. It says like dry. We need to get out because we ain't done nothing for 3 weeks, have we? I said to everyone today I'd love to get my mate Alan over here, but I don't think he'd travel all the way over here. It'd take him from Kingston to Wimbledon like hour and a half. Then it's like another half hour, 45 minutes from Wimbledon to my place. Then we got to get another bus from my place to like where my permission is. So you're talking about 3.5 hours for you to travel, So that's the only way I'd know to do it. Now, I think you could probably get a train from your place to Wimbledon and then get a train to the nearest train station, to my permission. But then that's still going to take, about, from Wimbledon, I suppose, half hour, 45 minutes, I suppose. Then we got to arrange what time we're going to be there. And with traffic and buses, we just don't know what it's going to be like. So I think we'd better just stick as we are at the moment. Just doing our own little permissions. Yeah, because like Friday is going to be dry. Saturday is raining. Thursday is raining. Wednesday is going to be light rain. Well, actually, Wednesday depends on where we're going. As I say, like Wednesday's going to be kind of dry with sunny spells up until 1 o'clock. Then from 2 till 8, well, till all the way through the night, it's going to rain from 2 o'clock onwards. But Friday is 7 o'clock in the morning, going to have a little bit of rain. But from 8 o'clock all the way through the evening up till midnight, it's dry. Now, why has you got them 3 little dots? No, it ain't snow, is it? I heard that some people are already getting snow. I heard that some people up north got bloody floods, didn't they? Got flooded out. Yeah, we make it Friday. I'll text you during the week and we'll have to discuss on where we're going to go. You know where I want to go. We need to go back to that place where you've been to twice. Go up that area again. Oh, I spelled that wrong. But you know what I mean. He's got his phone. Yeah, we can go there again. I'll meet you where I normally meet you. Then we can jump on a bus and go up there. I've got an idea where we could go. But I'll have to send you a voice message on that one later. Because I don't want people knowing where we're going to go. And, with the haters and the trolls that I get following me around, I've already had people saying, like, oh, I'm going to ring up and complain that, you're digging on the common. And, I'm going to get kicked off. Don't worry, I've already been kicked off and I don't go there anymore. Like, it's not worth it. I'll tell you, honestly, you're not finding much over the common now anyway. I think, since I've been doing it over the year, a couple of dozen times, I've probably found most of what, I'm not saying I found every single thing on there, but, I found some good stuff on there. Give it a few more months, then I might go over there again. I actually sent them an email, actually, about their bylaws. Now, this is what I don't understand, right, guys? Maybe some of you might know about it, right? But I think some of you in America, so you won't know about it. But in the UK, right, we have bylaws. The council states you cannot use a metal detector and dig on any of their lands. And it's like most councils throughout the whole of the UK. You do get, the odd couple, which are okay, like Reading, for instance, yeah. You can go up there and metal detect all their green spaces, parks, commons, woodlands, as long as you buy their permit, which is only £10, right? But the thing is, getting up there and getting back is like a 2-hour plus journey there, 2-hour plus journey back, and it's going to cost like about £30 to get up there, there and back kind of thing, round trip. So it's about 30 quid. And I don't want to be spending 30 quid buying a license, you're only ever gonna go up there once. But if I was to go up there and get a license, I'd have to go, to pay for the license itself. I've got to be up there at least 3 times within the year. But that's like, it's like 30 quid there and back. That's like 90 quid. If I lived closer, then I'd be up there every fucking day kind of thing. But I don't live up that way. But with the bylaws, you can't do anything on any of their land. You can't milk detect. Some places you can't even fish. You can't walk around with a radio. You're not allowed to sing. You're not allowed to run. You're not allowed to play. You can't. Apparently, some of them you're not allowed to record. You can't record. That's my alarm from the other night. Why's that going off? Yeah, so you can't do any of those. You're not allowed to fly drones. You're not allowed to fly a kite. You're not allowed to camp. You're not allowed to erect a tent. You're not allowed to do barbecues, make a fire. Nothing. Everything that one time, a while back, before they brought all these bylaws out, you was able to do all of that, but now you can't do anything. And that's what sucks. It's all right, people, like us going out and buying milk detectors and thinking, we can go over the common and milk detect. No, you can't. So what I've done, I actually emailed them the other day, and I've not had no reply from them yet. I said, look, you state on your bylaw, right? Well, there isn't nothing on your bylaw saying that I cannot dig and I cannot milk detect. Now, I was asked politely from one of your guys 2 weeks ago, to stop digging. I wasn't being banned. He just said stop digging. So I stopped digging, right? Because he said, no digging allowed. I said, why not? He goes, because, people complain about the holes. I said, hang a minute, you're talking about the holes. About all the holes that animals make, rabbits, hares, foxes, porcupines, hedgehogs, and all that kind of stuff, How about all the holes that they make and they don't cover up? Well, we can't do nothing about that. That's just kind of like nature, kind of thing. And it's not just that, you could be actually destroying a rare plant or something. I said, well, aren't animals doing that? I said, in one way, you could say that I'm an animal because, in the Bible, well, in part of the Bible, he was made from ape kind of thing, So, our ancestors were apes, gorillas, monkeys, or whatever, So we still have that little bit of animal inside us. So, done that count? Nope. You're human and you're not allowed to dig. I said, well, that fucking sucks. Where can I go and dig? Is there any place I can dig? He goes, no, not to know of. So, it kind of really pissed me off. So I thought, no, I'm going to check up on those bylaws because he said, right, on the bylaws, on the signs, on the commons, it states no digging, no milk detecting. It doesn't. I've gone through a few of those commons, looked on the notice boards. It does not say nothing about digging. It doesn't say nothing about milk detecting. I even downloaded the actual bylaws from the website, and it doesn't say no milk detecting, no digging allowed. So I sent them an email stating that, saying, I'd like to know what I can't go and do milk detecting and, dig a few holes and cover them up. I said, I know other people go there and don't cover the holes up, which I think is wrong, and it does give us a bad name. But, if you got to know some of the people, you issued licenses and, you had some kind of website up, this is what they should do, right? The council's got so much fucking money, they don't know what to do with it. Sometimes they pocket it themselves, I'm pretty sure they do, right? But what they could do is they could make a website up, right, and allow people to buy milk detecting permits. And once they've got a permit, they have to register their name, address, telephone number, right, on the website and their permit number. And when they go out, they should log on to a certain page and say, right, okay, I'm going to go to Mitcham Common. I'm going to be on the Seven Islands. I'm going to be there like Wednesday the 22nd, of like February. And I'm going to be there from like 5 o'clock in the morning till like 10 o'clock in the evening or whatever amount of hours I'm going to do, yeah? Now, that will give the council an idea of where they actually are digging. Now, all they've got to do is send a guy round who does the bins every day, yeah? Just to check up that there ain't been no holes left open. And if so, then what they need to do then is contact the person who went metal detecting and say, look, you didn't cover your holes up, yeah? This is a warning. If you don't cover your holes up next time you go, then we're going to have to suspend your license and take it away from you for like X amount of period or indefinite, because then that way they'd actually stop the people who ain't actually covering the holes up properly. But if they'd done that, a lot more people would probably, I suppose, like abide by the council rules and regulations. Because all they've got to do is say, like, well, once you've got your license, you've got to log on, you've got to say where you're going to go, you've got to say what time you're going to be there, and you've got to cover your holes up. They ain't going to be brilliant, but you've got to cover them up as best you can, and try to put it back as like as if it was never dug in the first place, kind of thing, because you can always like scatter leaves around, which some people do. I've seen a few videos where people go out, they metal detect, and once they cover the hole up, they cover the hole with leaves and everything to make it look like no other detectorist has been there. Even them themselves haven't been there. So, it doesn't give people the know that someone's been there detecting. So that's what they want to do, like, make proper rules up, regulations. If they find that someone isn't actually like abiding by the rules and regulations, take their permit away, their license. That's what they've got to do. But no, the council won't do that. Too much work for them. Might cost them a few quid, but let's say if it cost them like 10 grand to make a website up like that, yeah, all right, and maybe like 5 grand to get some kind of permit printed up, yeah. No, they don't have to like have everyone with metal detectors like applying for it. They could do it like Epsom does. Epsom Downs only issue 25 permits out per year. I think it's £40 per year for the license, yeah. I don't know why councils don't do something similar to that around my area. Like, we do like 20 permits, first come first serve. You do what we tell you to do. If you don't cover your holes up, we find out it's you that hasn't cover your hole up, then we take your permit away. That's what I've got to do, but they won't do it. So much fucking work for them. And if they did do that right, they'd be getting the money back by the cost of the permit. And it's just fucking ridiculous, man. I think I've seen that one, Ian. Yeah. That, if you look at that though, it's 2016. New holes for metal detecting have been appeared on paths around Mitcham Common. Metal detecting is not permitted on the common for safety and nature conservative reasons. If you see holes being dug, please report it. 2016, October the 24th. That's like 3 years ago, right? 3 years ago. Now, if you look at that picture that Ian posted, yeah, click on widescreen. Because it's a hole, it doesn't mean the metal detector's done that. If a metal detector has done that, then where's the topsoil? Where's the soil what he dug out? Where is it? It'd be like either beside it or, kind of like just above it, kind of thing. That's not a fucking metal detector's hole. That's probably a fucking hole from a badger or fucking like fox or something, Or it could be a little sinkhole for all we know. And councils will probably blame, people like us, because they don't like people digging holes. And if they see a hole, then, oh, that's a metal detectorist. Prove it's a metal detectorist. No, they can't, can they? Like when I spoke to the guy a couple of weeks ago when he said, oh, you can't be digging, I said, well, how do you know it's me digging? Oh, because the spading print. Really? Yeah. You know, spades either straight or with a curve like yours, you know. And, you know, if we see that it's a hole made by a detector, then we know it's a detector. If it's made by an animal, then we know it's by an animal. So what are they fucking like so 100% sure that a hole made by a metal detector is made from a spade, you know? Who do they think they fucking are? What's that guy? What is his name? Are they thinking they're Sherlock Holmes now, you know, walking around with magnifying glasses and not, you know, expecting that hole saying, yeah. That's made by a spade mark. Yeah, you can see the groove, the roundness of the spade. Yeah, we blame a metal detectorist for that one. Oh, hang on. Let's double check that one. Hang on, because my magnifying glass is a bit small. Let me get the big one. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a metal detectorist there. Oh, yes. Right, we'll have to put a little note up on the forum about that. Yeah. Metal detectorist making holes in the commons again. 2016, 24th of October. Yeah. See anyone, Dean? Let us know. They can't prove shit. Unless they actually catch you, like they caught me, and say stop digging, then fair enough. You say, okay, you know, you don't want me to dig, I move on. And that's because he said, like, you know, it's in the bylaws. It's not in the fucking bylaws. I've checked it, man. I've checked the bylaws. It's nothing there. It always says, right? Let me go and get the paperwork. You know what I'm doing? I've actually downloaded about 10 bylaws from different councils here, and I'll tell you, right, I'm actually going to go to some locations and metal detect. And if I get stopped by, you know, someone from the council and they say, hey, you can't be metal detecting now, I say, well, where does it say that? I've got a copy of the bylaws here, mate. You don't say nothing about no metal detecting, no digging holes, unless it's got it on your bylaws. You know, the only way you're going to get me off your common, your woodlands, or whatever I'm on, I think you need to ring the police up. And all the police will do is say, can you please leave? You know, I won't be breaking no laws. Right, I think it's number 7. Removal of substance, right? No person shall, without the consent of the conservators, remove from or displace on the common any stone, soil, turf, or the whole or any part of any plant or tree. Now, to me, remove. Well, to me, remove is actually like, let's say that's dirt. All right, let's say that's dirt. I dig that dirt up. I've removed it. I'm taking away. I removed it from the common. That's against the common rules and regulations. That's, you know, a criminal, I suppose, offence. But if I'm digging a hole and just like taking out a piece of metal and then filling that hole back up with the turf, that's not removing it, is it? Some people will probably turn around and say, well, you've dug a hole, you removed the dirt, but yeah, you're replacing it. Does that still count as removing the dirt? Because to me, I feel like removing dirt is taking it away from the common and taking it home and using it for own use. It doesn't say on here, under section 7, you can't dig. No person shall, without the consent of the conservators, remove from or displace on the common any stone, soil, turf, or the whole or any part of a plant or tree. So they think I'm gonna come with a fucking like truck and like, you know, take a tree away with me. Really? Plants? Yeah, I can understand, you know, someone going over there and taking plants from the common and taking them and putting in their garden. That's removal, isn't it? But it doesn't say nothing about digging. And let's see this one. Protection of the ground. No person shall enter upon any part of the common which may have been set apart by the conservators for the purpose of preparation for the growth of any tree, shrub, plant, grass, or turf, where a notice to keep out of such an area is placed in a conspicuous position on common. Then you got removal structures. No person shall, without responsible excuse, remove from what is placed on the common any barrier, railing fence, post, seat, or any part of the structure. So that structure. Where the hell does it say anything about digging? It doesn't. I've gone through this like well over a dozen times. It talks about carriages. You can't fly an aircraft on there or land an aircraft, even a helicopter. So if someone falls over and breaks the leg and they can't get an ambulance onto the common, does the actual ambulance helicopter, do they have to contact the conservators to get permission to land to help someone who's injured themselves? Games. No person shall, on any portion of the common which may be set apart from the conservators for any game, play, or practice any games when the state of the ground or other causes make it until for use. Annoyance and damages from games. Missiles. Yeah, I'm gonna go and fucking buy myself a missile and sell it off on the fucking common. Missiles. No person shall, on the common, to the danger, annoyance, or any other person on the common, throw or discharge any missiles. Maybe that means fireworks. Model aircraft and boats. Or the lake. I don't think you can get a fucking boat on the lake anymore. It's so fucking shallow. Probably like fucking like run it aground before you even get the damn boat on there. Noises here. This is what makes me fucking laugh, right? This is with every fucking council, right? Every council. Noise. No person on the common shall, after being requested to decease by an officer or the conservators, or by any person annoyed or disturbed, or by any person acting on his behalf, but you're not allowed to shout and sing. You're not allowed to play a musical instrument like a flute, a harmonica, a guitar, a trumpet. Not allowed to play any musical instrument on any common, even woodlands, parks. Course or permit to be made any noise which is so loud or so continuous or repeated as to give reasonable excuse for annoyance to other persons on a common. This bylaw shall not apply to any persons holding or taking part in any entertainment or assembly held with the consent of the conservatives. So you've got to keep getting consent. Now, you try to do it the proper way, yeah? You ring them up, you're nice to them, saying, look, you know, can I please come over and do a little bit of metal detecting? I'll cover my holes up, you know. I'm actually a part of the National Council of Metal Detecting. I have a license. Well, yeah, I've got like insurance up to £10 million. So no digging allowed. No metal detecting allowed. Seal the common, seal of the conservatives. It's just fucking bullshit, innit, mate? They won't let you do fuck all. You know, where's our freedom gone? Years ago, we was able to do a lot of this. You was able to go over a common, have a little sing song, you know, have a little campfire, you know, cook a couple of sausages or a bit of bacon and eggs, you know, around the old lake, have a sing song. Can't do none of that now. Now the government's taken so much power to stop people doing things, you know, their interests, their hobbies, you know, their enjoyment away. The government's just too fucking power hungry, you know, and they give the council too much power to destroy our freedom. Someone needs to, like, you know, come into the government and say, look, you know, all this freedom's been taken away from, you know, the people in the UK. You know, we need to, like, lighten up a bit and give them, you know, some of that freedom back. You know, if they said, like, we're, you know, they could even do it right. You know, if they don't want people doing metal detecting all around year, you know, kind of thing, they could say, look, you know, we're going to put, you know, a certain part of the common, certain part of the wooded area, certain part of the parks, set aside just for metal detecting, right? You can metal detect there, but you can't metal detect there. If you get caught metal detecting there, we'll take a snapshot of you, we'll put it on our system. If you get caught a second time, then, you know, we'll prosecute you. But if you stay on that side where you're permitted to metal detect, then great. And if they don't want too many people on there digging too many holes, then they should do like Reading does. Not Reading, Epsom. You know, give out a limited amount of fucking licenses. You know, and instead of, like, you know, the same person getting a license every year, they should do it so that, you know, different people get a license every year. Not the same ones, you know, because it ain't fair on other people who's trying to get a license. And Tom Bloggs has had the license from, you know, Epsom every fucking year for the last 10 years, you know, kind of thing. Yeah. No spirits, no ghosts, no entities, no demons, no goblins, no witches and wizards and anything like that allowed on the commons. No ghost hunting allowed. Oh, can you just imagine that, Ulrich? How many times have I been over the Mitcham Common with my nephews and with Simon James, with Steve Cooper? You know, I've been over that common at least, you know, a good 2-3 dozen times. You know, I've done it you know, God knows how many times on my own, you know, during the daytime, you know, doing a daytime ghost hunt, you know, getting EVs and stuff like that. But, you know, can you just imagine, you know, you're doing a ghost hunting and then suddenly, like, one of the guys up from the Conservatives comes around and sees what you're doing and asks what you're doing. And you say, I'm a ghost hunting. Oh, no, you can't be doing that. Why not? Oh, well, if you actually capture, you know, a ghost and it gets published in the paper or, you know, on the website, it might stop people coming onto the common because they'd be too scared to come onto the common. It's like the one I caught at Bexley Village, Jordan's Wood. Those apparitions I caught on camera, real life apparitions. No, on my other channel. I rang up the Forestry Commission. I told them, right, and they said, "Oh, that's interesting. Maybe you might put it in there like a news article, you know, because they have like a publication for like their forestry thing in Bexley. You know, other places do as well." And it went to one of the higher departments, and I said, no, can't put that in there. Why not? I found out after ringing up about 2 months later. I was sorry we couldn't do it. I said, why not? He goes, oh, because we think it might scare the public away. And we don't want people coming on, like, you know, trying to communicate with these so-called ghosts and, like, you know, possibly, like, you know, leaving trash around. Really? Wow. Man. I'll tell you, if I had the money, right, seriously, if I had the money, right, where my permission is, there is a bit of woodland there, yeah, and it's up for sale. Don't know how much it's up for sale for, but it's up for sale under the Wellington Council, I think Reigate Council. Reigate Council owns it, and because I got the bus and had to go near to that part to get to my actual permission, because my permission is like 10 minutes away from that part here, and I saw this sign saying like this woodland is up for sale. I thought, fuck me, man, if I had money, I'd fucking buy it. Because no fucker can turn around and say, I can't milk detect there, then can they? And I don't know how big it is, but it's big enough. It's got to be like, I wonder how big is it? Let me have a look. Now, everyone's is like 7 acres. Let's go on to Google. All right, Google. Right, if Ron's is 7 acres, you're probably talking maybe 100 acres. Yeah, you want to cover that up. Yeah, that land there. Right. Turn it around for a minute. Now, that's Ron's land there. Just this area. And I'm actually in this bit here. So when I finished, I started doing this little bit here because the bloody horses kept coming over. So I kind of got into the trees and I started doing this little bit. That's where I found the Edward coin. But I now know that Ron actually owns all this bit here, and this bit, and this bit. This bit he doesn't own. That woodland is the council. So is that the council. All this over here, these football pitches, the council. I'm trying to find out who owns all this bit. I want to get permission to do these. But all this here is 7 acres, right? Oh, fuck it, too late. So, yeah. Get off. So, yeah, all that. 7. Got to be about 80 to 100 acres. 1 hectare, maybe. I think that's the whole of it. No, there is other woodlands, as say, like next door to Ron's. Yeah. Anyway. Oh, that's what it was then. Acres for dogs. No, ain't it? Ah! I was near there, near the park stables. I should have went down there. Could have probably got down there somehow. Probably might have had to have gone through the actual park, not the park, the sports ground, through the gate. Walk down through the gate. turn right, walk down, and I could have got to the stables. I might have been able to get permission there. They got a bit of ground there. Yeah, I'm planning to go down there sometime anyway. Go further down so I get some more. Because I know where everyone actually gets his hay from now. And it's one person who owns a lot of land. And I said, oh, right, I was going to actually try to find out where he lives and, see if I can get permission. And I was going to ask Ron if he would ask for me, because it might come better for me saying, well, hey, I've got a guy milk detecting on my land. He wants to know if he can come over to your land and milk detect. Because, farmers get on with each other, don't they? But if I don't ask him, I'll go over there one day. I know where this farm is, this other one, where it's got quite a bit of land on. And I say, hey, I've got permission on a bit of land where you sell your hay to. Is there any chance I can get permission to do some milk detecting on yours? They can either turn around and say yes or no. I'm thinking of going a bit further down as well, but it takes an hour, 20 minutes to get to my permission as it is. So, I was thinking about an extra 20-minute ride. That's most of probably I would go an hour and 40 minutes. Right, catch you later, Alan. I ain't really had much sleep this week either myself. Every time I try to get to bed early, I can't get to sleep early. It's bloody annoying. Yeah, I know. It's a shame though, Uric. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, Uric, Hyde is Uric, yeah. Different countries have different laws. And, England, Great Britain is too strict with the laws, to be honest with you. They don't like you doing fuck all anywhere. No. The only place you can milk detect is the places where the council gives you permission, which is fucking hardly any. I've looked at the Dartford one, Dartford Council, Bexley Council, where my sisters are. Can't do no metal detecting on there. And it does say no digging, no metal detecting. But other councils, they just say, you ring them up, you look at your bylaws, and, it doesn't say name on there, but you still ring them up to get permission so they don't catch you and you don't get kicked off straight away, kind of thing. You try to do it the legit legal way. And hopefully that they say, yeah, no problem. You might need a permit. This, email this department. You may have to pay 20 quid for the year or something, which is okay, But I'd say 75% of the councils in the whole of the UK do not let you fucking metal detect. And the only way you can metal detect and get permissions is by farmlands, horse farms, which I'm on, a horse farm. Maybe someone with a big garden, with a couple of acres on it. Private land. That's the only place you can get it. And because where I live in Surrey, there's limited green space there anyway. And it's just damn well hard. That's why I had to go fucking hunting for a permission. I was lucky. The day I was on Mitcham Common and the guy walked up to me and said, "You can't dig here, mate." I said, "Why not?" And he goes, "Because of holes." I said, "Yeah, but I'm covering my holes up." And he said, "Well, I'm sorry, you can't dig," kind of thing. So I was good enough to show him some of the holes that I did not dig. He goes, well, that's what I mean, you know. I said, yeah, but that's just someone who's just too fucking lazy to cover a hole up, you know. And he goes, yeah, but look at the size of it. I said, oh, no, that's what I showed you. I said, like, I know that's what gives us bad names. And, like, that's why the council don't like us milk detecting on the ground. But, you know, if you come up with some kind of permit and some way of, like, you know, checking on the people who do milk detect here, you know, anyone who is not, you know, covering the holes up, you ban them from metal detecting on your land. I mean, and let the ones who's more sensible, you know, metal detect. Because I can understand that what you're coming through, you know, but I'm sorry, I can't let you dig here. You know, I wasn't banned from the common. I can go through that common anytime I want, you know. Just that I can't dig that. You know, I could actually walk across there with a metal detector and a spade with me, but I can't take the metal detector out and a spade and detect on it. Because if I get caught, then it just turn around and say, fuck off, you know, kind of thing. You won't ban me. No, because I was speaking to the more polite one, actually, because there's two people who run the conservators. One of them's a mean motherfucker who's always in the office. And the other one, he's the one who goes around in his like little go-kart thing, you know, doing the trash and everything. And that's the one I was talking to. He goes, mate, if I could, I would, but I can't, so I won't, because I don't want to be, you know, breaking any of the, you know, common laws myself by allowing you to do it. And if I do allow you to do it, you know, I could end up losing my job over it. So I don't want that happening. So, all right, I'm going to pack up then. I'm going to fuck off, which I did do. I walked over to the one island. I got to Bempton tram stop because I got a little bit of private land there, not council, but someone owns a little bit of private land there which had horses in, and it had a load of like trees and bushes and shrub, you know, crap everywhere. And now there's like two great big cranes that actually like ripped the ground apart and pulled all the like, you know, trees and everything into like the middle. And I think they're going to like either like just burn it or probably like get lorries and take away. And I've been trying to find out who owns that bit of land. And when I went in and saw that, you know, I actually walked up to see if I could see anyone there, but there weren't no one there. There's a security fan outside, and I asked him. He goes, "No, mate." He goes, oh, "I don't know who it is. You know, if you come back about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, you know, sometimes I might see someone in there then, but it's very rare I see anyone in there." So I said, "All right, fair enough." And I thought, well, I ain't going to go home, so that's why I decided I'd jump on a bus and I led over towards like, you know, Colston area, and I didn't even get to Colston. I was on the bus and I saw like a footpath leading into some woodlands. So I thought, well, that might be worth having a quick go. So I jumped off the bus, went in the woodlands, weren't getting fuck all. You know, just like modern day trash, tin cans, you know, Coke cans, pool tops, bottle tops, rusty like nails and iron and tin and God knows what else. Um, so I packed up and I just started walking around to see if I could find somewhere else, and I bloody got lost. And I ended up where Ron's place is, and I called out. You know, I saw that there was a car outside his property. I called out. You know, no one answered. So I thought, oh, fuck it, you know, I'm gonna go. And as I was going, you know, looking for the bus stop, I didn't know where the bus stop was actually. Had to look for one. I saw this police officer doing like a road beat. So I called him, I spoke to him, and he told me where the bus stop is. And I said, do you know who owns the land? He goes, well, yeah, there's a guy who owns that land over there. The other land's like, you know, owned by Arabs. But I don't know who owns the other land. He goes, if you go back there, you know, if his car's there, which it is there, he's going to be there. So I thought, well, you know, I've called out a couple of times. He goes, just go through the gate and call out. You know, he ain't, you know, he's a nice enough guy. You know, he's not going to like come out with a shotgun or anything, because I don't think he owns a shotgun. You know, you just go through the gate and call out, and I'm pretty sure, you know, he'll come out and speak to you. So I said, all right, and that's what I did. And if I hadn't have done, I wouldn't have got the permission, but I went back down there, went through the gate, called out. Guy pops his head out from the building, goes, yes, mate, can I help you? Spoke to him. I said, like, you know, metal detecting. He said, yeah, no problem. So he did have someone metal detecting on his land before. You know, quite a few years ago, but the guy died. Ron did say that, you know, he found a few interesting bits and pieces. Just hoping he didn't fucking find it all. I hope he's left me a few good bits and pieces, you know, like a few Roman coins or, you know, silver coins, or a bit of gold, bit of like Norman heritage or something like that, or medieval. Oh, I did find another buckle today, square one. I found two D buckles. One about that big, no one like that big, small one, and then I found a square one, which is about the size of the D buckle. So I found another buckle today, a square one, but it only got the pin on it. I forgot to show one that actually, and that King Edward 1910 penny. I think I've got 8 people watching. Hello, Michael. So tomorrow I've got to go out and do some shopping. It's only 22:11. All right, let's check my Facebook because I put a photo up on Facebook. Yeah, they approved my coin on what's it called? Guest of Surrey Searchers, MDC. I put a picture of the coin up on MCD. They've approved the picture. No comments on it, just a few likes. I just don't know why the council don't let us get on with, like, you know, doing things that we enjoy doing. You know, you just can't do nothing nowadays. You know, it's no, 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 no all the fucking time. I would have thought I'd have had an email back from the council, and I've not heard nothing from Merton Council. Was it Merton or was it Reigate? I think it was Reigate actually. Let me check on the email. Hold on. I think it's Reigate I sent it to. Because there was a lady who I sent a message to, who worked in the department of Reigate, the town hall, and she went around asking people, and she said everyone I've asked has said no, but I'm waiting back on one other person to reply, and I've not heard anything from her yet on that last person. So I thought, you know what, fuck it. I'll check on Reigate's policies, bylaws. You don't say nothing about you can't dig and you can't use a milk detector. So I sent them an email saying, look, you know, I'm not trying to be rude, but it doesn't say that I can't use a milk detector. It don't say no one can go and do a little bit of digging. Yeah, it's under green spaces. And I've told them I'm a member of the National Council of Milk Detecting. No, actually, they replied to that one. So where was the one I fucking sent it to? Yeah, I sent them another one to Greenspace Reigate at -banstead.gov.uk. I've not heard nothing from them yet. And I sent them a fucking copy of their bylaws. I said it does not say anything about no one can metal detect or dig on your land. For some reason, when I click on that, it won't go onto the link. I'll access a download, I think. No, it didn't upload properly. What a bummer. Mind you, if they got access to their fucking own bylaws, they'd fucking show it anyway. If they say, oh, well, you know, we can't. I said, can you tell me if there's any land I can metal detect free with permission in Reigate Banstead areas? I've read the Reigate and Banstead bylaws about metal detecting on your green space. It does not state I cannot detect or on any of your land. Here's a copy of bylaws. And I uploaded it, but it didn't actually upload properly. But I go to the actual forum, their own bloody website, it show it. And they can't turn around and say it doesn't say it. So I can fucking, if I had to screenshot it and upload it page by page, I will do. Oh, actually, I say on section 17 it says no person shall remove soil, turf, tree, stone, plant, etc. And that means removing and taking away from the land. It does not say one can dig and replace soil, turf. Neither does it say one cannot use a metal detector to look for minerals or metal items. I said, like, I'm a member of the MCND, National Council Metal Detecting. I'm covered up to £10 million libel insurance. I always cover up my holes. I'm a responsible person. So you give me permission and tell me where I can get such a written permission or a license to dig. I'll be truly grateful. Blah, 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 blah. They ain't going to answer. So I've been on a lot of forums where people said they contacted their council and the council just ignored them. And that's not going to stop me, guys. Sorry to say. I will go on there and I will metal detect until someone comes up to me and say I can't metal detect on there. Oh, we'll look for a decent one. Well, Rick Barrett commented on your post. Nice find. Well, that ain't the oldest one I found, mate. And the oldest coin, I think, is a Victoria when she had the bum thicky. 1886, I think. But the earliest coin I've ever found, the oldest one, is the Napoleon III 1862 coin. Did you say that you had one of those cars, Uric, the Amy Super? It's definitely a Citroen brand, yeah. Fancy me finding that, and you had one. Bloody hell. The only car I had was a Datsun Sunny. It's like an estate car. Crashed it once or twice. Never got to pass my driving license. Never got to pass my driving test. No. Nearly drove off a fucking cliff one time, which was probably about 100 feet, maybe more. It's just that my dad was able to like pull the handle, the steering quickly. And that is and over near Swanley, I think it was. Because my mate David was in the car with us. Right, I'll be back in a minute, guys. Just go quickly nip to the loo, make myself one more cup of coffee. So that's all I got. It's enough for one more cup of coffee. I've got to go and buy coffee tomorrow. I'll be back in a minute. Right, I'll show you some things I found in two other different locations in a minute. If you know about cars, you probably might know these two cars. Right, I'll show you a couple of things I've found over the last few weeks, which I've not published. I need to get one of my little rags because I've just taken it out the water. Well, I've got it soaking in water and it's been soaking in water for God knows how long, weeks. Last thing, the last unusual thing I found was his little iron. Crazy, man. And that's lead, I think. No, not lead. Iron. Iron. So there's that. I'll do that other thing I just had. The day I got kicked off the common or asked to stop digging, right? Just before he caught me digging, I found a number 8. Now, number 8 is supposed to be lucky, isn't it? For I suppose for the Chinese, but it brought me a little bit of luck, so I was able to get my first permission that day when I found that. So that gave me a little bit of luck. Right, cars. Found 2 cars. Let me just move my coffee, because like I don't want the horrible yucky thing dripping in my water coffee. Oh crap, the bottle bits come off. Oh shit. Right, well, because it's been soaking so much. That I think is a Hillman Hunter. And it's a dinky car. Where's my looking glass? Dinky Toys. Oh, it's a Hillman Imp. Yeah, a Hillman Imp. The only thing missing on it was the 2 front wheels. It's got the back wheels, but no tyres on it. The 2 front wheels and the front bonnet is missing. So it's a nice little find. But that's a dinky. But I think this one's better. This one is definitely older. But I can't tell you what it is because there's so much crud on it. As you can see. And I've been soaking that for weeks. A truck. Because the water's dripping everywhere. Nice little truck. I think that might be dinky as well. I don't know. And I've seen quite a few people find old car toys and stuff like that. Don't know what kind of truck it is. So there's so much crud on the bottom. I was going to try to clean these up, but I don't think I'm going to be able to clean them up. I think the only way to get rid of that is the electrolysis, but I'm a bit concerned using electricity and water. That's one thing I don't want to be doing, is putting electricity into water. Well, it won't be like from the mains. I've got a car battery, but I don't know if the battery will charge up, and I don't have a battery charger. Right, let me just take this back out. I think the last 3 times I've been out with Alan has always found parts of like toy guns. Yeah, you've got modulators on here, have you? Let me modulate you on here. What else is on here? Don't need too many. I don't think it'll be that too long now anyway before they do get rid of all cars that run under diesel and petrol, and it'll all be electric, mate. Just think of your electric bill each month then. Would it be cheaper? or would it be more expensive? As well, where I live, around the corner, they have like these electricity kind of like things where a car can come in and plug it into his car, and I think it's like you have to pay by credit card or something, yeah. So these weird things, electric. It's like a petrol pump, but it's not a petrol pump. It's like an electric pump, but with electric plug on it. Oh yeah, I know what I meant to do. I'll have to try and remember doing it. I wanted to research Streatham Common. So I've got access to. Well, I'm paying £9.99 per month for old-maps.co.uk. Yeah, write that down to remind myself. Because I'll tell you, right, my pinpointers, them cheap ones, them ones, yeah, they not eat the batteries, really eat the batteries, they do, yeah. So I've got myself a Gold Hunter one, which cost me 35, and it's pretty good. It's better than these crappy ones. And the day when I was out, my pinpointer kept going a bit weird, and I know why, because the batteries were like getting flat, yeah. And last night I ordered 10 batteries off Amazon, for them to be delivered here today, right? Yeah. Now, when I came home, there weren't no package here, so I got onto Amazon and I was asking where the package was. I said, "Oh, well, have you asked your neighbour?" I said, "No, I'll go and ask now." Now, it was 12 of these batteries, which is Duracell Industrial one, yeah, 9 volt, £12.90 for 10, yeah, which is pretty good price actually. Now, when you put one of these in my bounty hunter, they say like one of these will last up to 25 hours, right? If so or not, I don't know. But I've been out with one of these in my milk detector, and it has last about 15-20 hours. I'm not saying these are better than the normal Duracell ones. They're probably lower end than the actual Duracell ones actually. But I still have about 15-20 hours on my milk detector, where I've been using the other ones, the cheap, nasty Kodak ones, only last about 5 to 10 hours on the milk detector. But with these in the Gold Hunter milk pinpointer, these will last up to like 10 hours. And these ones are probably like 15-20, just like the milk detector here. Now, as I said, I ordered 10 of these last night for £12.90, I think it was. So it's just over £1.25 each, I think, something like that. Now, because when I got home, there was no package. I contacted Amazon through the chat and I said, "Look, my package ain't here. Where is it? It says it's been delivered, but it's not been delivered. Well, can you check your neighbour?" So I said, "Yeah, all right, hold on, I'll go and check." They actually had arrived, yeah, but the box which they came in was like really torn up, So I said to the guy, I said, "Yeah, well, they've turned up, but the packing was completely damaged, all ripped up and everything, yeah, and all the batteries had like touched each other." Now the thing is, if you put a battery like that, that'll actually like really heat up and burn, right? But if it's got a plastic cap on, like this one has, no, it ain't gonna do no damage. Now that's the good thing I like about these, because it's got these caps on. So if you put like 4 of these in your bag, and they're touching each other, they're not going to heat up and they're not going to explode or catch on fire. But if they haven't got these on and they're touching them, then they'll heat up, probably explode and catch on fire. But I said, oh, the packing's like, really damaged. And I said, I don't know if the batteries are going to be any good because packing's cracked, torn up. So the guy actually said, oh, I'll give you a discount. So I said, oh, all right, then that'll be all right. I thought he was only going to give me a couple of quid, but he gave me a £5 discount. So I've got 10 batteries for, what is it, £6.95? Something like that, £7.95. So that's less than £1 per battery. Fucking happy about that. So, yeah, I've got 10 brand new batteries ready for when I go detecting again. Because my pinpointer kind of like went crappy on me twice today. And I had to keep changing the batteries over. Like I had about 6 of these older ones, 6 of these, but ones which I've already used. And I've still got power in them, but not enough power to keep the pinpointer running properly. And I had a couple of these ones in there, and I think that's one of the, I think I've got one of them in the pinpointer at the moment. Can't remember. Yeah, I think it's one of those ones actually. So I managed to get my pinpointer back up and running after it malfunctioned on me twice. And I was hoping that these were going to be here, but when I saw that they weren't here, I started thinking, fuck, what if I wanted to go out tomorrow? I ain't going to go around the shop and pay £5 for a Duracell battery. That's how much they are, over £5 for one 9-volt battery in the shops, local shops, the corner store, the Pakistani shops. You get 2 of these from the Poundland shop, but it means going all the way up there, spending money to go up there and spending money back, kind of thing. And why should I go out and buy them when I've already ordered them? But so they did turn up today, and I got £5 back on them because the box was torn. I'll have to order some more next month and say, hey mate, the box is damaged. Might give me another discount then. Instead of putting it through my card like they would have done, I've got it under a gift card voucher thing on Amazon. So I can use that when I buy the next lot. And I'll only have to pay like £7, I think, for another 10. I'll probably order another 10 next week, actually, to be on the safe side. Yeah, it's like one of my ghost boxes, my Santium. When I first bought that about 8 years ago, I think it was, yeah. The Santium ghost box was £100, £100, and they were bloody hard to get hold of. That's why I had to pay £100, yeah. The postage, right, it said $45, but it wasn't. It was actually £50 to send it. And I thought that was it, £50. Well, actually, it's like £35. So, yeah, about 35. I thought that would have covered the cost of like import, tax, customs and stuff like that. But nope. As soon as I got here, I got a letter saying I need to pay customs on it. Another £35. So my Santium cost me £170. And Pete said, oh, do you want to sell it for £50? Fucking hell, selling it for £50. It's a good little ghost box, that is. Don't know where it is. Probably in the drawer. In this drawer, my other drawer. But yeah. £170 I paid for that damn thing. I might get rid of my PSP 7. I don't really use it. And my PSP 11. I looked on eBay yesterday, PSP 7s. They're still going for like £79 brand new. Even if I sold mine for £50 second hand, I'd definitely get it, £50. And the PSP 11s, God, they're going like £120 brand new. I could still get like £70 for mine, and I think I paid £100 for mine at the time. I don't mind losing a little bit of money, because that's well, it's like you go and buy, a £5,000 car and keep 6 months. You're not going to get your £5,000 back. You might get about £3,000, £3,500 for it, yeah. You're always going to lose money, but I don't like losing too much money. I don't want to keep, selling stuff, but my fucking financial situation is so shit right now. No, I'm not selling anything on eBay at all, hardly. I'm not. Oh, but no. I was going to say, like, the donations. I'm not getting no donations anywhere on this channel, on the other channel, but they've actually got a new thing out on YouTube now. You can actually get stickers for your super chat. So when I'm on super chat, yeah, just go on. When I'm on my other channel, right? I'm not saying put super chat through, but click on the super chat, yeah, and then you'll have super chat and super stickers, and you can see all the different types of stickers. The cheapest one is like 99p, and the more expensive one is like £50. So I've done a video on it the other night, actually. I think it was last night, actually, on my other channel, saying like about super stickers. They've taken that from Twitch. They said that's the idea, and they saw it on Twitch. They thought that they'd do something similar to it, so they copied Twitch's idea. Yeah, it's too late for me. I'll probably be in bed then. I know what you mean, Perry, Pumpkinhead. I had a snidey comment the other day, yeah. I said, like, on my video, right, I said, like, it's a shame that, Google Plus took, the Hangouts away, yeah. It's going to be very hard to get people on my Hangouts now, right? And some little snidey bugger came on there and go, well, why is it that you always want people on your channel and no one else's channel? I thought, what a fucking arsehole. I didn't say I want people on my channel. I said, like, if he bloody watched and listened to the video properly, I said, I missed the times where we had all the Hangouts through Google Plus, and now Google Plus is gone. We can't do Hangouts, so that means I can't have people on my Hangout. And I said, like, you can probably do it through, like, StreamYard. Even if I do it on StreamYard, it doesn't mean people would want to come through on the Hangouts because of, the drama shit that's been going on, And if someone was doing a Hangout and they invited me on, I'll go on there. Depends on what day it is and, if I'm willing to go on it or not, because I do get tired of, because I've been out all day. It don't mean that I'm going to be like for the beans, kind of thing. There's a fucking snipe. Troll. It's a troll as well. And the way they spelt, man. Jeez, man, I think he needs to go and get some proper education. No, it's like when you say like Y, WHY, yeah, he goes Y, just like the Y, the letter Y. Why don't you? Why don't without the explanation mark. So he's like, I know I do, but he goes DONT, U as in the letter U. Too fucking lazy to even write out a proper sentence, He's bitching at me going on about Hangouts. I see. I was thinking about doing a Ouija board this weekend, actually. I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow night. I might do one Sunday night, if not Monday. Because I want to see what the girls are doing, the spirit, Abby and Tina, see what they're up to. I found I had 2 scratches on my cheek today. How long they've been there, I don't know. Just down here, 2 scratches. Don't you see them? Right there. You see one clearly, but there's definitely 2 there. So how they got there, I don't know. And I ain't got fingernails to scratch myself. as people used to say, oh, but scratch yourself. But yeah, I was going to ask Abby, so I don't know if spirits can actually, advise you on what to do and where to go, to get permissions, give you ideas on what to do. So that's what I was going to do like a little Ouija board session. See, they're going to start getting ready for the new year when I start doing the paranormal again. Start around about the middle of next year. Well, not the middle of next year, middle of January next year, or towards the end of January, start up again. Start doing more Ouija boards, ghost boxes, EVPs, bring in some of the spirited items in here. Get the table over here, the altar, sorted out, all this shit moved out of the way again. Get the old candles out and light them up and get some incense and see what's going on with them. No, I should be clearing this bloody place up, but I've been it's not so much laziness, I just don't have the energy, Even when I'm out metal detecting, it shouldn't take me away more than 2 minutes to dig a hole, but I'm not even getting the damn thing close to where it's pointing on the detector. And with the actual built-in pinpointer, I think it's there, and I'm not actually getting it on the right, part of the actual detection. And when I'm digging it fucking further away from where it's supposed to be, kind of thing. That's what's made me take more time, a lot more energy to dig a bloody hole. Someone light. Who's that? Oh, that's a message I sent him. Oh yeah, I asked about a coin book, and he said, is it the one? Yeah, I asked him about a book on coins. He goes, it's called Coin of England and United Kingdom. Well, there's about 20 different books under that title. So I sent him a link asking him if that's the one. So I wouldn't mind getting a book on coins. But, the one he had looks like, a really good one. Man, I'm hungry. But anyway, I'm going to shoot off. It's 11:15. Might watch a quick movie. Not sure when I'm out next because it's going to be raining. Yeah, over the weekend it's going to be raining, I think. Well, tomorrow I've got to go and do some shopping anyway. Get some food and drinks and crap like that in. But let's have a quick look whether. Yeah, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday is raining. It said Wednesday was going to be raining, but now it says it's going to be dry. So Tuesday and Wednesday. Well, Tuesday I can't go because I've got the Citizens Advice appointment. So Wednesday, if that's going to be clear, over where my no, see where my thing is, where my permission is, it says it's going to rain. It's only going to rain for on and off for a couple of hours, light rain showers. So I still might go Wednesday actually, and then Friday meet up with Alan. I've got to make sure I get some credit on my damn travel card. Anyway, where's that then? Well, there's a group meet-up for motor detecting. Is that the one? Let me just check on that. Hold on. How would I get there by bus? Let's have a look. There's a group meet-up at Wannington. Well, the bus actually goes all the way to it, I think. 4-minute walk, Croydon Road, Wannington. What time is it? 7:30. So I'm not in a club though, I don't think. I'm on the actual Facebook. Could leave a comment, I suppose. See if I can go and get to meet a few people. I left a comment, see what they say. Yeah, come up. I might go up to this meeting. I go past there every day, actually, by the looks of things. It's in a pub at Wannington. You know, I'd have to get off with Croydon Road, Wannington Green, and go out and down into the pub. If it is the pub. Don't know. Oh. Right. Anyway, I'm going to go and I'll catch you all later. Probably might watch a quick movie, then go to sleep early tonight, because I've not got much sleep over the last few nights. get up and go out and do some shopping and ponder what I'm going to do for the rest of the day. Probably do a bit of sorting out. Sunday, let's say Sunday's going to be raining, I think. It's only going to be drizzling actually Sunday. I could actually go up and do some more muck detecting on permission, maybe, but no, it's only going to be drizzling from 9 and 10 o'clock in the morning. The weather's going to be like a little bit overcast. Yeah, I might go up there Sunday, I don't know. I can go up there any time I want now. I asked him, he goes, yeah, come up any time you want. So I was going to try to be up there just like once or twice a week, or once every couple of weeks. I don't get in his way. He goes, no, you're not in my way. Come up any time you want, mate. I said, well, what if you're not here? He goes, well, just climb over the fence. I said, you sure? He goes, yeah. I said, all right. I said, what if anyone comes up and starts questioning me? He goes, tell me we got permission. I said, all right then. Well, if anything does happen, I've got your number, and I just say, yeah, I'll ring him up. And if he's at home, yeah, let you know that I've got permission to be here. Yeah, so I might go out this Sunday. I don't know yet. Right, anyway, catch you all later. Have a good night, have a good weekend, and I'll catch you on the next one whenever that be. I do not know yet. So, if you can, I'm going to ask you guys a favour. Trying to get me some fucking subscribers. I want to try to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so I can then get my channel up under monetization. So it's not so much the donations. Donations will help. But I want to try to get my channel to at least 1,000. But I've only got like 350, I think. 333 subscribers. I don't think it's going to work, but if you guys start spreading out my channel, I know my channel's a bit boring and I do blab on, but hey, that's life, I suppose. Right, catch you all later. I'll meet this time. Bye.